hanging on the fucking Statues of Liberty's crown. I want to mount it up there as like a jewel, just to make sure that nobody ever touches another American's head again.
Do you support America going out and killing people for fun then?
If we need to, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
If we need to. Okay, fair enough. All right. Consistent in your fascism, I like it. Go ahead.
Are you? I told you, you're American too. I'm guessing.
What you mean?
You live in America?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you're another one that if you don't like it here, like the things we do, why don't you leave?
I don't. That's a weird concept because y'all do the same thing as well too, right? Like
who does the same thing?
Well, like whenever like the opposite party is in office and you're like,
no, we're not talking about parties. We're talking about Americans versus un-Americans.
Well, I mean, I'm also another Nigerian as well too. Like
that means nothing to me. Yeah,
I get that, but I'm saying you're saying if I don't like it here, then leave. Like I would love to leave and go back to my country, but I would like the America to stop trying to steal from my country. That way, I can go and have my country prosper.
Well, how would you prevent that?
No, I probably can't. I mean, America.
Nobody can. It's America. It's the biggest power in the world. That's why we're the greatest country.
What do you propose? If you could, what would you propose?
I mean, if I could,
yeah.
I mean, I would think America would care about its citizens and stop using military force to capture and control the rest of the world by reducing the military budget and actually putting money into the citizens.
Give an example of what you're saying. Give an example of that to us. Okay. I like an example. Diametrically disagree. Thank you.
So I think that one of the best.
You've shown how you handle money.
So I think one of the best ways would be to reduce the military budget and focus on building infrastructure that would benefit across different parts of America where we see like a overinflux of people living in certain areas that can disperse out if they had infrastructure in those cities. Like for instance, New York is a great example. New York as a state is very, very dense in certain areas. So if we were able to create infrastructure outside of like the general New York City, Manhattan, all those areas right there, into the bigger, into the smaller cities, or like the red states across the middle of America, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, all those states that have the poorest of people, the lowest working class of people, the most uneducated people in the world. In this country. Not the world, in this country. If we're able to build infrastructure, focus on education, and help those people out in those communities without spending majority of our tax dollars on funding genocides and wars across the country, across the world, it would benefit them more, because I don't think the poor people in Mississippi actually benefit from America giving bombs to Israel to go and destroy Gaza or destroy African countries, right? I don't know.
Yeah, until it's too late. Long-term oriented thinking.
And do you think people of Mississippi give a fuck about what's going on in the world?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you think poor people of Mississippi, because I'm a mixed breed of Mississippi and Arkansas, you think we give a fuck about what's going on?
Are you saying you don't care about
talk about you?
We just trying to live. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm saying like I would support spending more money to build those infrastructures out in those states that are the lowest of the lows and bringing down the country, to help them develop those people, so those people wouldn't be very uneducated compared to the rest of Americans. They didn't have no jobs to contribute to American society. They wouldn't be living off of our tax dollars when it comes to different social programs, right? If we're able to invest in those communities and those places rather than funding wars across the globe, right? I think America would be overall stronger. That's my opinion.
So wait a minute. So do you know what eats up the most part of our debt? The very social programs, the Medicare, the very social programs that you're asking. Oh, and the interest now, which is now the third highest rated part, because now we have to pay interest on that debt. So expanding social programs, we can cover that another day, because this is Pepe's room and I don't want to deflect it, but the military budget allows you to have those massive social programs. We need that.
Okay,
hold on, dude. You realize that our economic prowess isn't backed on by anything, except for one thing. The United States Navy, the United States Marines, the U.S. Army, and the U.S. Air Force, and occasionally those knee-deep sailors, the Coast Guard. It's based on those guys. And the Space Force, in between playing with colanders on their head and potatoes. Outside of those, that's where that strength comes from, and your economic prosperity, and the ability of your government to have a massive social fucking safety net that it does, more so than all of, like, pretty much, what, 3/4 of the rest of the fucking globe combined?
So you're saying that in order for America to have social programs, we need to be destroying the rest of the world?
No, we don't have to destroy them, but when they want to provide resistance to us, or they want to change direction that's outside of the empire's needs or assets, then the empire can do one of two things. They could ignore it and take a page out of the Roman playbook.
I'm so sorry. America.
Yeah, I know, America. You hate America. Go ahead. Go live somewhere else. Nigeria. You just heard somebody say Nigeria was kicking it off. Go ahead, live over there. It's not that great. I promise you that. How about Cambodia? You want to go into England? You could try that one.
Can I just say something for a second? So, I mean, first of all, like, you're a Nigerian, but why the fuck are you here?
Your name is Pepe, right?
He's here to be smarmy and sassy and holier than thou.
Your name is Pepe, correct?
Yeah, my name's Pepe. What's up?
I don't think that's an American name. So,
Amazing.
asking me why am I here and I'm Nigerian?
What's an American name?
Voila.
What's an American name?
Yeah. Is Tony an American name?
Like, maybe something like Robinson, like a true American name.
What's a true American name?
How do you know that his real American name?
I mean, they're one of the founding fathers, so you don't think those are American names?
Oh.
Okay, so wait, why do you think Pepe's real name is Pepe?
No, I don't. I'm saying the fact that you named yourself on Clubhouse Pepe.
Do you think KK's real name is KK?
That's not what I said. I'm saying that I said the fact that his name is Pepe, so he's not a Nigerian.
How about the professor? Do you think her name is really the professor?
I think you're moving the goalpost.
Okay, but you know what? The only thing that's American about somebody with your name is, like, I don't know. I guess there was people like Kunta Kinte that were later on named Clyde while they were working the field.
I mean, I'm not Black American, so I wouldn't call myself.
But I mean, in other words, your name is not like whatsoever American. But actually, I do have an English first name.
Nice.
And a French last name. The French were here, by the way, from the beginning, just as some of the Dutch, the
French
English.
Okay.
Yeah, so, that's my ancestry. So
the French were here, you said? Where were they at?
In the Northeast in particular.
What French colonies are the third one?
Well, New France took up a big chunk of what is now considered New England.
So the French is who colonized America, or the French.
Well, the French, the Spanish, and the English.
Because I could go through this history lesson with you, tit for tat, because it was the French and multitude of people. They're Spanish. We could talk about those. We could, if you want to go through and say the Native Americans held the land, I'm going to say no. They kind of conquered and had warring spots. They came down through other areas, and up through other areas. So they had their own tribal beliefs. So, like, get to your point.
So, I mean, the point, there's not really, the point wasn't about, I think Pepe tried to derail a little bit. My point was just that, I mean, I think America has come far enough that investing in its people should be more important than funding war.
Okay, so stop there. The U.S. invests more than Europe, Central and South America, and fucking Canada combined. All together, all finances combined.
We're not doing a comparative
They
analysis.
invest more through federal programs such as Medicare, SNAP benefits, what else? All sorts of infrastructure. The U.S. invests more on a federal level than any other nation on earth.
Brad,
and not even close.
You're being educated.
No, I think you're trying to paint a narrative that you really don't know how to talk to, and you're stuttering and stumbling over it because I can go through your points. I've done this before.
I'm not here to fight you, right?
I don't care what you're here for. You act like I need to acquiesce to you. No,
we're doing the comparative analysis to say that.
No, I'm not doing a comparative. I want you to get to your point so I can tell you how dumb you are.
I did, but education is something that flees you consistently. So
no, it's like wisdom is chasing you. You seem to be outrunning it.
Comparative analysis. America does not invest more than comparing in the same amount of dollars.
You're going to say that the U.S. does not invest in its people more than any other nation in comparison to the ratio of per capita basis on these things. I'm going to tell you are fancifully wrong. On a 30-to-1 ratio that the U.S. would have to operate, the U.S. actually invests through federal education grants and programs at a higher rate. We invest in more medicine for, guess who? The American citizen. We far outpace the rest of the world. In fact, we're responsible for majority of the world still breathing today thanks to the innovations and the investments through education grants provided by the U.S. tax dollars through the universities and research partners that allowed such wonderful things to exist. This money is an investment back into it to provide health for the American people. Also, let's not forget the entire fucking giant and enormous mandatory spending that we have to do on Medicare, SNAP benefits, and other associated projects that exist within that bubble. You leave that off because you don't want to talk about that number. That is the number one budgetary item for the United States. It is the one that is addressed the first. It is mandatory. It can't fucking twiddle with it. It goes up every year. So we do invest in it. The problem you have is that you want to sit there and go, the U.S. doesn't need to, put sanctions and economic sanctions. They don't need to, tell us we can't do this or prevent us from trading with, Russia or North Korea. They shouldn't be able to interfere with it. Too bad, so sad. Get strong. You were strong at one point. You guys came in, you conquered an area, you took the land, you enslaved people, you sold those people as slaves. You had your power dynasty. You lost. You're from Nigeria. You lost.
So if we're going to use facts and not feelings, according to data, right? Ranking the top 5 countries, it's France is number 1, 30% of its GDP. Denmark is number 2. Italy number 3. Germany is 4. Spain is 5. America is way down there, at 22.1% of its GDP. And these are all first world countries, by the way.
Yeah, it's really great too. There's another part that's left off of your little fucking study, because again, we did this before. You act like you're like some kind of wisdom fucking guy, when actually you're just really dumb and quoting Twitter specs. We've had this debate before. I wish Gerard was here. So again, when we look at this, those same nations like France, the cuckold nation that it is, it actually does spend a fortune on its people, but it also has external problems such as rising infrastructure and economic problems because it doesn't able to have. Dude, if I have to listen to you and you cut me off one more time, I'm just removing you from the fucking room.
Because you're a cunt.
Oh, okay. So you're a faggot that likes to get bent over. So go back to your fucking dirt dancing fucking mud hut, and we'll be there shortly. You'll hear a boom, and you'll go, America's back. And then you'll go running for cover. I hate you fucking immigrants that come over here and just want to bash Americans. I fucking hate you guys. I can't stand it. I hate the way you talk to my fellow black Americans. I hate the way you talk to my fellow fucking Hispanic Americans. I hate the way you talk to my Asians. And you think somehow your intrinsic value is because you got a free fucking ride for college over in this fucking nation on my tax dollars, my sweat, along with every fucking other Americans here. And we had to sit there and listen to your twaddle about you need to invest more in your people. Meanwhile, we uplifted you from fucking selling slaves and eating each other and fucking having no currency, no electricity, and no fucking water. And your biggest fucking prize was we sold black people to America, and then you want the same very black people to fucking side with you in your fucking talking points. I wish black Americans would turn around, sit there and go, oh yeah, you sold us? We're gonna wrap you up and we're gonna sell you back to your fucking shithole country that you fled from. Fucking hey.
Yeah, I don't know where these people get the nerve to they're fucking foreigners. They come in and they somehow think we should listen to them and somehow take their perspective on what would benefit the country they came from. Suck a fucking dick, dude. Like, you guys would not, like Nigerians would not, if I went to, go be around a bunch of Igbo or Yoruba, whatever the fuck you call them, and try to tell them how they, should be more like me, I mean, they'd tell me to go fuck myself, rightfully so. I mean, that was obnoxious.
Resistance, I tell you what. You said that stupid shit? I hope somebody dig up your motherfucking mama and your daddy and just skull fuck them. Don't do that bullshit here. Don't do that.
Resistance, I have a very high threshold for what I allow on my stages. Like, you can say fuck a whole group